What is up, guys? Cash Walker here. I'm back with another video for you guys. I've been hearing and seeing a lot of videos about objections. How do I handle objections? How do I get around them? And so today, I'm not gonna show you how to handle objections. I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna show you how to take away the objections from the very beginning of the freaking conversation and turn every prospect that you have into pure laydowns. No BS. You know how we do it here, straight to the nut cutting. Let's get right into the video, guys. First things first, let's talk about the beginning of the conversation. Most of you guys out here that get all the objections and get all the super tough closes is because of one reason. Your whole pitch is only about your product, and you're trying to shove your product down your prospects' throats before even getting to know them. Let's just take this for example. Imagine you're on a date with a girl, and you can't even get to dinner yet, and you're already trying to take her back to your apartment and have sex with her. How do you think that's gonna go? It's gonna go terrible. And she'll probably never talk to you again. It's the same with your prospects. If all you care about your product and you don't care about getting to know your client and their best interest, you're never gonna close anybody. And so how would you start the conversation? Simply this. First, you gotta figure out what's most important to your client. So off the rip, Ms. Smith, before we even start the conversation, what are the top 3 most important things that you want to see out of us as a company? Just so I can get a better understanding of how to help you guys in the best way possible. Bam, conversation starts. Now you know exactly her top 3 priorities when buying from you guys. Now, when she gives you her top 3 priorities, make sure you're freaking listening. A lot of you guys out here, a lot of you salesmen out here, you don't listen. All you care about is yapping about your product, yapping about yourself. Listen to your clients. Because when you listen, now you're gonna know the best way to close your client. If you don't listen, how are you gonna know what's most important to them? How are you gonna know what they want out of you guys? And how are you gonna know how to close your client? It's never gonna happen. You have to be a good listener. You're a good listener, you're a good salesman. You're a good talker, you're a terrible salesman. Learn how to listen to your client's interest, and you're gonna become a great salesman. Secondly, and this is by far the most important thing you guys are ever gonna learn in sales, so listen up and write this down right now, guys. You have to become likable. I don't care how good your product is, I don't care how good you are at objection handling, I don't care how good looking you are, none of that freaking matters if you can't become likable. Being likable is 90% of the close. A lot of you guys that are getting all these objections and getting hard closes is because you're not finding a way to be likable to your prospects. What does being likable do? Being likable makes you trustworthy. Being trustworthy takes away the objections. And when you take away objections, your close is easy and it's a lay down every time. Well, how do I become likable? I'm so glad you asked because it's so easy. The number one way to become likable is finding a way to connect with your prospects on an emotional level. So let's say, for instance, your prospect's in level football. Well, you better find a way to be in level football with him and be able to talk about football for hours. If your client loves his daughter's basket weaving class, well, you better figure out how to fall in love with basket weaving and be able to talk about basket weaving for hours. You've got to find what your client likes, find what your prospects likes and their best interest, and find a way to connect with them on an emotional level. And when you do that, you're creating conversation, you're creating likability, and most importantly, you're creating trust within your prospects. And they don't even freaking know it. You're just having a regular conversation with them. Lastly, how do I take away all the objections from the very beginning of the conversation? Easy. First, you have to be overwhelmingly confident in your product that you're selling. If you aren't 1,000% certain in your own product, how do you think you're ever gonna get anybody to be certain in your product if you're not even certain in your product? You're never gonna get anybody to trust you if you don't have confidence in your own product. Second, it brings back to the very beginning of the video, the very start of the conversation. What are the 3 most important things to your prospect when buying from you? If you were listening and you know those 3 most important things, now you know the best way to close them, and that takes away the objections. Lastly, you have bad timing. You're never gonna close anybody if there's bad timing. And listen up here, guys, because this is very important. Timing is everything whenever you're closing deals. If the wife isn't there if they're eating dinner, it's bad timing. And so you're never gonna close anybody when it's bad timing and they're in a rush to buy. When there's bad timing, learn how to back out of bad timing, get yourself out of the situation, and place yourself into a better situation in the future. All right, so let's just recap real quick. 1, figure out what's most important to your prospects when buying from you. 2, figure out a way to emotionally connect with your prospects so that you can become likable and trustworthy. 3, have 1,000% freaking confidence in the product that you're selling. And lastly, back out of bad timing. You do these 4 things and the objections are all gonna go away and you're gonna have pure laydowns. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will be posting weekly informational videos on here for you guys. If you wanna get world-class sales training, all you have to do, DM me the word cash right now and we'll get you trained up. Guys, remember, never stop closing. Let's go.